Today we're filming on Wajak Nunga Budja. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. This week we're talking about something that statistically a quarter of you will be personally familiar with, and that's anxiety. Anxiety affects 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men in Australia, and it's actually the most common mental health condition in the country. Now, anxiety can come in many different forms, like generalised anxiety disorder, social anxiety, or panic disorder. Anxiety can also be present in other conditions, like obsessive compulsive disorder or post-traumatic stress disorder. So, what exactly is anxiety? All of us will have had times when we felt worried or stressed because of things going on in our life. Maybe we're under the pump at work, family life is challenging, or we're worried about the outcome of something. This is totally normal. When the stressful situation ends, those feelings of worry fade away too. Maybe there's another stress that pops up, so we feel worried again. But do you see the link here? The feelings are related to, and at an appropriate level, the stressful situation that you're experiencing. Anxiety commonly happens when those feelings are happening without the stressful situation, or they're far more intense than the situation may warrant. For example, I'd say almost all of us get a little nervous about meeting new people. But for people with a social anxiety disorder, for example, those feelings might be so intense that they imagine all sorts of terrible things that could go wrong, or obsess over it, or cancel going out. Or have physical symptoms like hot and cold flushes, racing heartbeat, and becoming really irritable or withdrawn. So you can see how anxiety can start to affect people's general quality of life and sense of enjoyment. If you're working with or friends with someone who experiences anxiety, there are small things you can do that will make a huge difference. Firstly, it's important not to minimise their feelings. Saying things like, "You know that will probably never happen," or "You're just overreacting," will likely make them feel criticised, increasing the stress, which then increases the feeling of anxiety. Instead, if someone tells you they're struggling with anxiety, let them know that you're there for them. You may not have experienced it yourself, but you have noticed that they seemed more anxious lately and you want to help. Ask the person how you can help them and listen carefully to what they say. They might just want someone to help them put their feelings into words, or to sit with them in silence. Don't offer advice if they haven't asked for it. And if they do ask for advice and you don't know what to say, there are some fantastic resources you can point them to. Some of my favourites will be in the link beneath this video. Again, we're running out of time, but to summarise, anxiety is more than just worrying, and there are plenty of ways to manage and get in control of anxiety. Support people with anxiety by making sure you aren't adding to the stress they're experiencing and by listening to them. I hope you've learned something today. If you have any questions, please email us on the link in this post and join us again next week. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.